A royal tour, 200-year kingdom of the Netherlands. G'day guys, how's it going? My name is Aussie Tash. I've said I need to start learning about the royal family of the Netherlands. Different to Australia, we're under the Commonwealth. King Charles III is our head of state. You guys have a completely different royal family. Let's learn about the history of the Royal Kingdom of the Netherlands from the past 200 years. This video was made about 9 years ago. I hope the current royal family is still your head of state. Is that what you call it? We'll find out. Let's go. 200 years of Dutch monarchy. Oh, lots of people here to read. Okay.
200 years ago, the Netherlands was occupied by Napoleon, and then Napoleon was
Really?
defeated. And
Yes, that's
King
right.
William I, who was in exile, he was not a king before, he was just a prince. He returned to the Netherlands. He landed with his party, and he said, "Right, I'm going to be king of the Netherlands." He
Okay.
founded the monarchy, and we've been a kingdom ever since.
I guess
Yeah,
that's cool.
200 years, a big celebration. Especially since 2013 was also the year that we got a new king, William Alexander. My name
He's
is
still
Philip
your
Brugge. I'm a
current king?
journalist based in Amsterdam. I write extensively about the Dutch royal family and written a couple of books about them. Because the monarchy is 200 years old, we are going to take you on a royal tour of the Netherlands. We're going to show you some of the palaces where the kings
wow.
and queens work and live.
Okay.
We're going to take you to one of the most beautiful hotels in this country where the kings of old used to meet their mistresses.
Oh.
We're going to take you to Amsterdam, where on the birthday of the king, there's going to be a huge celebration.
Okay.
Happens every year. It's one of the great traditions of this country.
Mhm.
And we're going to try to give you an impression what it is like to have a monarchy.
We have a monarchy in Australia.
This is actually the office of the present king. At this time, the king is there. You can see because the royal standard is flying.
Oh,
so he's
okay.
hard at work at
So
this
now he's
moment.
there.
Maybe signing laws, because that's one of the things that he has to do as,
Yeah.
As head of state. Without his signature, they don't have any power. They're not laws at all. But the laws are made in Parliament about 2 kilometers from here.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that the king is a very powerful figure, that he runs the country on a daily basis. Well, that is not the fact. What he does, he is a figurehead. He's the symbol of the Netherlands. He is somebody who binds the country together.
Yeah.
From a very young age onwards, people in this country learn to have a great deal of respect for the royal family.
Okay. All right. So, like I said, Australia, we're a part of the Commonwealth. Our head of state is King Charles III, just recently been made the king after we lost Queen Elizabeth II, who was our queen for like 70 plus years. What are our feelings about the monarchy? I'm not quite too sure. Australia, we have had heated talks about becoming a republic. I respected Queen Elizabeth so very, very much. As for King Charles III, well, he's there. He's our head of state. We need to respect him. Do we need to like him? That's another question. Let's keep on going.
We're standing in front of what looks like an ordinary bakery. It is an ordinary bakery, but it is a bakery that supplies the royal family.
Okay. That's
The
cool.
palace is just around the corner, so that's why they come here and get their bread, and they have to eat.
They don't go there. The king's not going to go there, right?
I asked him if it is true that Willem Alexander, the present king, when he was still prince, that he came here, but it was before his time, so
Okay.
he didn't know. But I can
Oh,
tell you from
wow.
a reliable source that he did.
Oh, he used to
Especially
go
after
there.
a night on the town, he
Ooh.
loved to come here in the morning and get some sandwiches, maybe a croissant. We're at Soestdijk Palace. It was built in the early 17th century,
Okay.
originally by the mayor of Amsterdam, but soon it was purchased by the Orange family, who would later become the royal family of the Netherlands. And on and off through the last couple of centuries, they've lived here. Juliana and Bernard moved in here really just before the Second World War.
Oh.
Juliana was the 5th monarch of the Netherlands. She was a queen at that time. When she moved in here, she was still a princess. She would become queen after the Second World War. When
Is that the
Juliana and
princess
Bernard
that
died,
went
there was
to
really
Canada?
one big question: what are we going to do with this huge place? Luckily, a lot of people expressed an interest in seeing it, so they thought we're going to open it for the public, which they did. People have been coming ever since. I brought
Okay.
you to what is called the White Dining Room, which is the room. Most of what you see here was made in the 19th century. You could use a room like this, obviously, for different kinds of dinner parties. You could have very formal parties. You could have, for
Oh,
instance,
look
if
at
one
the
of your
chandeliers.
daughters gets engaged or one of your sons, you could have an engagement dinner here. You could have heads of state over. And for the price of an admission ticket, you can
Yeah.
actually be here and get that feeling what it must have been like when kings and queens and emperors were really powerful.
Okay, that princess that became queen they were just speaking about just then, was that the princess that was exiled to Canada during World War II and she had, I believe, one royal baby in Ottawa? And they amended some law or some part of the hospital to make sure that this new royal baby was Dutch, even though it was born in Canada. I'm pretty sure that was that princess, soon to be queen. This is really, really cool. Imagine going to this room. Did they say you can like book out the room for your engagement party or something like that? I reckon that would cost a pretty penny, eh?
We were in the office of Prince Bernhard, who was the husband of Queen Juliana, and his title was Prince, but in foreign countries they often thought that he was the king of the Netherlands because he was quite a figure in his own right. It's mostly empty now. It's an exhibition, so you can see some pictures of the prince.
That's cool.
Who deceased, who died in 2004. One particular detail that I would like to share with you is the prince was a lover of fast cars, and he had a number of very close shaves. He had a number of accidents in his life.
Oh, wow.
One in particular in 1937 nearly cost him his life. He broke his neck. And you can actually see he hung up the steering wheel of this particular car, a Ford, very fast car. He hung it up on his wall, and the impression, or rather the discoloration of the wallpaper, still shows you where the steering wheel was located on his wall. So he kept it also as a momentum to remind him that he had a very close shave with death at that time.
He just made a comment that that was the queen, but there was also the king, but he wasn't actually the king, but people thought he was the king. That's the same here with our head of state. It was always Queen Elizabeth, but her husband was not called King Philip. He was called Prince Philip. So I don't understand now why we have King Charles, yet his wife, his second wife, he's been divorced. His second wife is now called Queen Camilla. I don't like that, and I don't understand why she got that title. If you guys know about the British royal family, jump on, leave a comment, and let me know, because I'm very, very fascinated to find out why we always acknowledged Queen Elizabeth's husband as Prince Philip, but now we call King Charles's wife Queen Camilla. Not quite too sure.
Well, I took you to Huis ten Bosch, literally house in the woods. This is the residence of the former queen, Beatrix. She still lives there.
Okay.
The big question is, how long will she stay here? She's probably going to move pretty soon to a new house, a new palace that she used to live in, which is about 100 kilometers from The Hague. And then this will probably be the residence of our new king, Willem-Alexander. He's probably going to live here with his family, because this is the royal residence. This is where you live when you are the head of state.
So it's like Buckingham Palace then. Okay, this is your Buckingham Palace.
Our cameraman is taking right now, this is actually a famous shot, because this is usually where the press gathers when we get a new cabinet in this country, a new government.
Oh, okay, yep.
What happens is they go to, well, formerly the queen, in the future the king, and they have a traditional portrait that they take on these stairs that you see over there.
Oh, yeah.
One that we've had quite a number
Look at
of
mate, look at
times
the wrong
in
way.
the past couple of years, because we've had quite a number of cabinets.
Okay. Okay, so who is your current king and queen? Like I said, this video was made about 9 years ago, so I'm not quite too sure if the king or queen that they say is current in this video is your current one, present date 2023. I'm going to have to watch another video, learn more about it. Guys, in your comments, jump on, let me know. Send me some video link suggestions of what I should watch to find out about your current royal family and to learn about your current royal family.
Amsterdam is the capital of the Netherlands. The king lives in The Hague, but there's something very royal about Amsterdam as well. It's because the king's birthday is going to be celebrated in a really big way. It's one of the main events in Amsterdam of the year. One of the best parties ever in the world.
Yeah.
You can only compare it maybe to the Carnival in Rio. Most
Really?
major cities will have a smaller version of what is happening in Amsterdam, but if you come to the Netherlands for this particular celebration, you've got to go to Amsterdam. The king is going to
What
go on
date's
a
this?
couple of visits, and it's not certain whether he will come to Amsterdam. His mother once did. She went right into the heart of the festivities here, not very
Okay.
far from here actually, and she joined in with the revelers in Amsterdam. And there's actually a very famous scene where somebody says, "Hey, it's your birthday," and he kisses her on the cheek.
Ooh, what date's this? He doesn't mention. What date is the king's birthday?
I took you to a really special place to end our royal tour through the Netherlands. This is Hotel des Indes, a 5-star hotel, a classic hotel.
It looks
one of the,
beautiful, doesn't it?
Two grand hotels that we have in this country. And a very royal hotel. Lots of royalty has stayed here. Kings of Denmark, Sweden, the Emperor Haile Selassie of Ethiopia. So
Wow.
it's really a royal place, and if you really want to get a feel for what it's like to be royalty, this is the place to be.
Wow.
There is a story that it was one of the places where one of the kings, William III, liked to receive, shall we put it, his mistresses, that he entertained ladies here. What happens exactly is unclear, but there are
Okay,
a number of ways
I get
out
it.
of this hotel that are
Little secret
let's say
ways.
discreet. That's more than a century ago. It's got nothing to do with the modern royal family. No.
We'll give it a pause for a second. I was reading somewhere on TikTok or Twitter or something like that Prince Harry goes to a certain hotel when he wants to take time out from Meghan. What he's doing there, we don't know. You should have thought about that, mate. You now have 2 children. You don't get time out, whether you're a prince or not. Stay home with your kids. But I love it. This hotel has little secret little ins and outdoors so the king would go and see his mistress. That's cool.
So we've come to the end of our royal tour through the Netherlands. I hope to have given you an idea what it's like to live in a monarchy.
I enjoyed this.
We've come to a beautiful place to end this little tour, and to the king.
Cheers to the king. This was a really, really cool video. Like I said, it was made about 9 years ago. I'm not quite too sure whether the current king from 9 years is still your current king. I'm going to have to do some more recent research. As for the palaces and the buildings and the hotels and stuff like that, so beautiful. We don't have old hotels and buildings that look like that on the inside. We really, really don't. The chandeliers, the velvet furniture, the carpets, just all the old paintings, just look absolutely beautiful. All right, that was the video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed our royal tour, 200-year Kingdom of the Netherlands. If you did, please jump on, smash the like button, leave the comment, and of course remember to subscribe. That really helps this channel out. Cheers from down under. Take care. Bye.